is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They counted.
Pick it up. You're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in.
7 yards, the pickup there. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air yet again, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right.
Visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, listen.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Going up top for Miller.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Well, he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
91 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. 21-0 our score after one.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run on first down with Moss.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing a point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing is Allen on third. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Watson to give. This is Johnson.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. David Johnson here on the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Singletary. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he's a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a first down throw. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8 coming up.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Allen to throw it. And Diggs has it. They find some open field here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
Touchdown! Brevin Jordan with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans claw one back. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Allen off the play fake. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And Kevin Pierre-Louis there to bring him down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Now Watson.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first down, it's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week. Now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Singletary again. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lindsey now off the read option. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sport. Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, Allen.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Desmond King picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you. And a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. On play action, Allen letting one go deep for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And that's
caught inside the 35.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll try again next week at home against New England.